Okay, so I think we've just started. So hello again. Welcome to our webinar with the title The Importance of Simplicity in English Language and Literature. My name is Irina. I'm a communication officer at Fatima Al-Fihri Open University, and I'll be your mediator. So I'm here today with our speaker. I am Naser. Aya is a writer, researcher, and passionate individual based in Kuwait. She's a former volunteer in an educational institution for children, as she helped them get higher grades and become even better in English language. She's currently an English literature student and a member of the Students' Council for Helping Students. She believes in the beauty of the English language and that this beauty needs to be spread worldwide through the power of words, writing, and literature. So just to add, if any of you have questions to Aya, write them down in the comment section and she will answer them in the end. So, hi Aya, how are you? Can you tell us a bit more about yourself? And then we'll start talking about the importance of simplicity in English language and literature.
Okay, so at the beginning, I just want to say I'm very honored and it's a very great opportunity that I'm having. And I'm a writer, I'm a passionate individual, and I really want to spread positivity to the world and to different people. And also, I want to spread the beauty of the English language. I love the English language a lot, and I want other people to see what I see in the English language, and that can be done through writing. And as I mentioned earlier, I also helped children to love the language, and I'm currently working on adults and teenagers.
Great, thank you. So we're ready to hear your speech and we're very interested. Thank you for coming.
Okay, so what I'm going to talk about today is it's a little bit unusual because people usually talk about complexity in English and how things are complex and the complexity in the language and in the literature as well, in the vocabulary and the style of writing. But I thought that the English language nowadays is not only in certain countries. It's now worldwide. Everyone is using the English language, and everyone is wants to learn it and wants to read its literature. As a student in the English literature and as an active on Instagram, I noticed that people are scared to start reading in English, and they are less confident. When I asked them why, they said that it's very complex. So I thought that why don't we try something new, like how we write the same deep meaning, but in simple style, simple vocabulary, to help others understand what is English, what is literature, what we as the writers trying to say, trying to deliver. So, the English literature is very huge. It's very amazing. It helped to build the English language, like in the past days, and it's helping nowadays as well. And it's very beautiful. So why don't we write in simple form, simple style? Because, as I said, not only native speakers are exposed to English language, but also non-native speakers. And one thing is that as a writer, I really wanted to deliver what I think my ideas to a huge number of people, to different people. And the complexity was a little bit of issue because not everyone have the time or the mood sometimes to open up a dictionary or to search. And most of my readers were less confident about themselves. They told me we know nothing about English, and they hated the English language because they didn't know the meaning. So I told I thought, and I wrote in a simple style, and I also knew that a lot authors and literary figures before me also wrote in a simple style before. So yeah, and also not all in only in literature, but I'm working on and I'm asking to be simple also in the language itself. Like when the English language first started, it was very complex, but now it's becoming more and more simple. And that's a really great thing because there are a lot of people, like elderly people for example, when they are working, like a lot of workplaces are shifting to English language. Like they need the English language to work in a certain place, in a certain, like a lot in certain places. So like elderly people are trying to learn the language and they cannot. So why wouldn't we make it simple for them so that they can learn? And another issue is that readers, like we all as readers, we all love like other people to read. And like when they see the complex style, the complex forms, they became scared and terrified of reading, so they would end up giving up on reading and never look back. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Like simplicity in English is very important for many different reasons.
Yes, thank you. This is very interesting. And um, could you please maybe tell our viewers what is your advice to the beginner writers or anyone who's willing to use the English language for their career goals or for educational goals?
The first thing I want to say is that they need to have confidence in themselves and like never give up. Like learning a foreign language is not easy. It needs time, it needs effort, it needs patience, and most important, confidence. Like it's okay to make mistakes. It's not their first language after all, and I believe that when they do many mistakes, they will learn faster. And the second thing is not to listen to other people. Like when I was learning the language, I met like different people who were saying to me like, no, you spoke this wrong, you spoke this wrong. And they were actually, some of them were making jokes, they're making fun. It's like, I know it's hard, but they actually need to turn their backs on these jokes. And as beginner writers, they should write what they feel, not what others want them to write, but what they feel. And it's okay to begin in a simple style. Like I began in a simple style and I delivered a deep meaning, and like they can do.
Yes, that's really interesting. And are there any is there any importance for example, native speakers or for people who have a very high level of English to write in a simple style?
Actually,
Does it get to people?
sorry, can you repeat that again?
Um, does it bring the information for people better?
I believe so.
Yes. So, um, what should they do if they are willing to get to the audience and to get uh, them understand them better?
Like if they want their audience to understand them better.
Yes, yes.
I think maybe they should, like when they write, they should clarify more, like in the caption, like when we have Instagram, like there's a caption where they can clarify things, and they can like explain what they mean, like first post or share what they have written, and then share like what they mean. And you know, the best thing is that when you write in a way and that every single individual can identify with what you wrote according to their personal experience.
Yes, thank you. And to the literature part, so you've already said to us that it is hard to start reading literature. And are there ways to make this path easier for the beginner learners? What do you think?
I think that maybe they should like maybe the teachers and the doctors. and like the people who actually understand literature, like it's their responsibility to make things easier for the beginners. Yeah, now English literature is a huge thing, and we cannot change it. It's like it's the core of the language itself, and it's now the responsibility of the educated people and of the higher people to help those beginners and to make things easier by explaining, like for example, if we have a novel, by explaining each chapter individually and helping them recognize, like my friend used to do this thing with me.
Thank you. And one more question. So, as I understand, you're in a council for helping students, and um, could you maybe tell us about your literature projects or some things that you are involved right now? I think our audience would be interested in that.
Um, I think that one of my projects I'm currently working on is that to make like a show or a talk like in the university to actually motivate people, especially through like especially in the major of English, things are not always easy. So that I'm working on making like the graduates come to the university and actually talk about their experiences. And one time we talked to one of our doctors, one of our great doctors, and had him make like sessions for beginners to learn communication. And I'm also in the English literature club in my university. We also help like have a lot of events to help people.
Could you maybe tell us a little bit more about this event so that maybe some people who don't have literature clubs could um, make could invent new ideas on the basis of your experience?
One of our leaders in the English literature club actually made this amazing writing session. He would give us advices about how to write and how to start and like listen, and sometimes give us debates sessions, like debates starts with the movie, how to analyze a short story. He began with a short story and asking us questions to develop our imagination so that we can write stories, articles, and so on.
Thank you. Again, this was very interesting. Um, so, are you involved in some literature work? Are you writing something now that you would like to share with our audience?
I'm actually writing quotes. I have wrote some certain quotes and published it, and I have written poetry. Like if you would like to hear, I can tell. It's okay.
Yes, yes, that's very interesting.
Should I read them for you?
Yeah, that would be very interesting for
Yeah, sure.
us.
Just one moment. Okay, so I have wrote this poem. It's called "Can We Meet?" It's in simple style, as I've mentioned. Okay, so it says, "Can we forget the time once we meet? Can we stay together and hide from the crowded street? Or can we go for a long, long ride and listen to our favorite beat? The one you gifted me and I kept it on repeat. You said you'll be by my side when there is or there isn't any need. So after this many, many words, can we just meet?"
This is very beautiful. Thank you for reading this to us.
Thank you. And if our audience are watching, I really do want to listen or to know their opinion about it.
Um, yeah, so well, apparently there are some people who enjoy this, but there are no questions, but people loved it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Great talk.
Enjoyed it as well.
Very important topic. Yeah, people think this is very important topic, and we also think that it is. Yeah, so if there are no questions from the audience, so could you maybe, do you have anything that you would like to share or you would like to say to our audience?
Yes, I would like to say that I'm not against complexity because some people may think that I hate complexity. No, I'm totally 100% with complexity, and I think it gives the language like its powerful place. But what I'm suggesting is that we really need to take into consideration the technological world, the technological age, and that English is not only in certain countries, and like maybe we should begin with a simple style, simple things, so that we can guide people and guide beginners to the complexity, so that they won't get terrified or hate like the English literature, because it's very wonderful.
Thank you. So apparently there are no questions. People just loved what you were telling us. So thank you again for this beautiful talk. And I want also to thank our audience for coming and listening to us and watching us. Have good luck with your future poems. I hope we will read them someday. And good luck to you.
Thank you, and thanks for this great opportunity.